Thanks for joining us on the Fox 61 News at 5. 48 hours after catastrophic flooding, Connecticut communities are struggling, and so we're there tonight.
And thanks for joining us. I'm Sarah Sanchez. We can start this news hour with some hope, though. While most don't have flood insurance or won't get enough help, Governor Ned Lamont has now submitted the request with Capitol Hill for a federal emergency declaration.
And while it still has to go through more steps, if approved, it would mean emergency funding and repair crews now, plus more monetary support in the months to come. We'll be going back out into these communities and have some remarkable stories for you tonight. But first, we're watching out for you when it comes to insurance.
Yeah, this weekend's extreme weather is prompting home and business owners to reassess their insurance policies. Many storm victims we spoke to told us their damage is not being covered, so we took their questions to the Connecticut Insurance Department. Fox 61's Bridget Biorlo joins us live in studio with more on that. So Bridget, this is a big stressor, and there is a lot of confusion about what's covered.
There really is, Sarah, and what happened this weekend really brought those concerns and frustration to light. Some home and business owners were surprised to learn their insurance policy does not include coverage for flood damage. You need a separate policy for that, and many storm victims are learning the hard way of how critical those plans are when severe weather hits.
The water just came in so fast, there wasn't anything we could do. We tried to protect the building, but the water burst in our garage doors, our front doors, and now we just have to deal with it.
For small business owner Justin Harding, it was a race against rushing water to get his customers and crew out of Boar's Nest Bar in Oxford Sunday when historic rainfall led to this.
It took us about 5.5 hours to get in here and rescue them, and then the roads collapsed on our way out.
Thankfully, everyone inside got out alive, but it's a long road ahead before the floodwater is cleared and the pub reopens.
We'll be lucky if these roadways are open by Christmas at this point. We can just do what we can do and get back up and running as fast as we can.
Like many home and business owners in Western Connecticut, they're discovering that their insurance policy does not cover flood damage.
Insurance isn't helping. They won't pay for any of the damages, so we're on our own.
In Connecticut, customers must sign up for a separate flood plan through a private insurer or the National Flood Insurance Program, which takes 30 days to kick in. And as Gerard O'Sullivan with the Connecticut Insurance Department notes, it's not worth the risk to go without.
And I think this weekend showed us that even homes that are not in a flood zone, it does happen. They're saying that this is a 1 in 1,000 year storm, but you certainly hear that quite a bit these days.
But for those who've skipped flood coverage, home insurance plans might still offer some relief.
Anything that would be wind-driven rain, the ground has gotten so saturated that there's been some trees falling, damaging homes. That could be covered under the homeowner's policy as well.
As for Harding, he's leaning on the community to help get him through. He hopes to raise $50,000 in a GoFundMe to cover his repair costs and plans to give anything above that to other businesses in need.
It's not just us. There's a lot of businesses, a lot of people that lost their homes, lost everything they own. So sure, we need some help, but we're doing all right. There's people that need it a lot more than we do.
So to recap, if you have any wind-related damage, file a claim with your home insurance policy, and there's a good chance it will be covered. If your car was damaged and you have comprehensive auto coverage, that will also likely qualify. And for those who've experienced that flooding and don't have flood insurance, you can still receive compensation. Governor Ned Lamont is in the process of asking FEMA to declare a major disaster, and this is what that would do. It would offer financial support for home and business owners who are badly in need of it. If you do have that option, you need to document your damage with your town's local emergency management office to be included in the relief, and you are asked to do so as quickly as possible because they want to get all those claims in so they can process them and send out those checks. Brent, Sarah.